What is up, Superhero Crypto Ninjas, bringing you another video where we basically tell you why play to earn crypto games are guaranteed to fail given their current situation. So first, we have this article called Breaking the Trance by Eva Wu. So all the credit goes to her. This is a very well put together article. Here she basically says that play to earn is a hopium. When you tag something on as play to earn, you can imagine like a poker game, right? And imagine if poker marketed themselves as a play to earn card game. It wouldn't do so well because they're not really focused on the core game, which is poker. So basically what she's saying is companies should remove all their hype speak about earning as the first thing that customers see, because it will lead to the downfall of their economy. And you have to know that any sort of gaming crypto or any sort of crypto in general, the tokenomics is really just a real world economy, and it has to be sustainable. This is something that I stress daily on my 100x videos where we try to find amazing projects, is that too many people lead their copywriting with false claims, and it's guaranteed to make their tokenomics fail in the long run. I know when I started my crypto company a while ago, like 4 years ago, we spent most of the time focusing on tokenomics, to be honest. It was like the majority of our focus. It's a very hard thing to figure out. Here she says, when gamers are told to play and then earn, it sets unrealistic expectations that results in constant sell pressure on a game's native token, which is what we're seeing. So companies like StepN and all the big game companies like Axie Infinity, Sandbox, their economies seem unsustainable as they are basically rewarding everybody. Here she addresses that. She addresses that companies basically promise unrealistic expectations to pay the average player. And this is what she says, we should not be paying the average player. Later on, she talks about we should be paying the people that are actually contributing value to the game. So imagine you have a game and you have creators or influencers that actually create in-game assets. Well, their fans can pay them, and then the game can take a certain cut of that. Now that is creating a more sustainable ecosystem as opposed to just paying every single player. Which is not sustainable, and it basically rewards the people that just got in early buying the NFT. And we know most of the people getting early on these games, let's be honest, especially when they're marketed and the copywriting says play to earn, they're looking to make a profit rather than looking to play a game that is something that they would be wanting to play regardless of the profit for a long time. So she says, in short, we'll likely see more X to earn projects, which you guys see all the time on my daily videos. Today, we saw a read to earn, so that's very interesting. They say that most projects are trying to mimic StepN's short financial success, but basically StepN is a Ponzi game, which will eventually crash. So this is exactly what I tell you guys again every single day. These games are very unsustainable. Nobody has proven out this X to earn economy yet, even though StepN did get really high in market share. It says, for games with longer shelf life, they'll likely follow tried and tested business models like those in esports or casino games. Generally, earn games can sustain if it's solvent enough to pay out rewards. So instead of paying out rewards to every single person, here it's saying we can follow like esports or casinos, where basically players who are willing to pitch into a pot of rewards, sponsors who want to host a game, spectators who want to tip or bet from the sidelines. You can imagine influencers bringing on their fans, and then their fans are tipping. That brings in real world value into this. And then also any other users that can be taxed to cover the reward payout. So rather than using the core circulating supply or market cap or unlock tokens to basically reward all players, we should be following things that are tried and proven, like in esports and casino games, as listed these four topics. This sort of economy holds better because there's a direct and understood exchange of value, be it between players, sponsors, or spectators. This model embraces that people are there to earn and spend, not just earn. Okay, so right now, for example, StepN, the spending part is really with the NFTs, and we know that depending on the price of the NFTs, there could be a situation where people just aren't willing to buy that NFT. So it has to come from actual value, not just in NFT right now. Okay, so here she shows a chart which shows that the current reality is that most of the games are wrapped in something which is financial, and then you have the game, and a better path is to split the game and the finances, with the game coming as the foremost thing that's focused on. She says a useful analogy is the Pokemon card game and also sports. The player's mind should be on the game, not on outside forces like money. This is what makes play first games distinct from their earn first counterparts. Okay. So imagine if Pokemon was listed as a play to earn card game. Well, it might be cool, but it definitely wouldn't create the Pokemon brand, right? And if you know how to build any company, brand comes first, not some sort of markety hypey gimmick like play and earn. Okay, here she says, game developers should consider only rewarding actions that directly or indirectly generate a greater financial return and increase the GDP of the ecosystem. Currently, most game economies have a 30 to 60% of the total token supply set aside to reward every sort of player in the ecosystem. Can you imagine that games are setting aside up to 60% of their tokens to just reward people? That is definitely unsustainable, especially if you don't have a mechanism where true value and money is coming into the system, right? Just basic things that nowadays DeFi or games in general on the crypto scene are not following, and people are just aping in, hoping to make money in the very short term, not thinking about the long term. Games should aim to create ecosystems where there is a creation and a direct exchange of value between its gamer base. This would support the token towards becoming a real medium of exchange. For example, if games want designers to create worlds, the system should reward shared interest for creators to get a direct cut of future profits. Similarly, influencer to earn business models where games pay influencers. Games should favor a model where successful influencers have willing fans who tip and pay them. So again, outside money, like fans tipping influencers, that makes sense, as well as people that are creating real world value within the game, whether that's creating different different environments within the game, different NFTs, so actually creating value that's new and sustainable, you know? So in this way, people can get rewarded multiple times over the creation of virtual goods and services instead of farming for upfront and unsustainable rewards, which is what people are doing nowadays. Everybody's just farming. Like you look at StepN, people are trying to get like 5 different phones to see how they can hack it, really not enjoying the process of using the app itself, because again, when you put money as something first and foremost, people are always going to think that way. So all right, here she says, after all, a game economy is a complex real economy. That's something that we have to understand. It's not some random game thing that can just generate and sustain itself because it says play to earn. It has to be an economy, and if you know anything about economies, they're very hard to manage and make sustainable. Okay, that's basically it. So if you guys agree with this, let me know down in the comments below. Again, I will link this article. It's an amazing article. Congratulations, Eva Wu, for analyzing this. I think the space really needs to hear this. And when I analyze gaming projects such as WagMe, they seem to be following this type of thing where they're putting the game first and the earning second. So if you like this, again, a game like WagMe might be a cool thing. I'll be probably doing an interview with their team soon. Take care. God bless, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video.